You know, anytime you ever do an interview, especially if you're talking about self-help, well, only if you're talking about self-help, otherwise I'd be asking you about other things. It'd be very strange if they asked you this question when you were talking about rabbit health, for instance, which I'm looking at my rabbit now, and I think he's dead. No, he's breathing. Good. Um, well, don't you think, I don't know, you probably don't have rabbits, so this is not going to help, and this is very strange that someone of my age and a man has them, being, you're okay, Nibbles. You know what his name is as well? This is even more pathetic. His name is Mr. Wombles. Anyway, Mr. Wombles, he's very cute. I am always asked, what's the one thing that you think is the most important thing in self-help? And I don't even know why, because you expect me to say after this, because we've seen so many of those trite journalism school speeches in our lives. If only it were that easy. No, it's really easy in self-help, because in self-help is the clue. Self-help, what are you doing? You're helping yourself. Why are you helping yourself? Because you are looking to, what is it? Improve. That's what it is right now. The most important thing is Tony Robbins' principle that he stole off the Japanese, that they stole off some car guy in America. Kaizen, constant and never-ending improvement. It's so Japanese, but it's so right. That is the most important point of self-help. Constant and never-ending improvement. It is just the... When I say constant and never-ending improvement, you sit there and think, well, my God, it never ends. No. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're right. Yep, that is what I mean. I'll give you a very good example. This video that I'm doing. This would have to be my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9. I'm sorry that I'm counting this on air for a point that you don't care about, but I just want to complain about how hard done by I am in life. This is my 15th video today because I have to go away for a week, and so I had to do a bunch of stockpiling. I really don't want to do this video. I had to convince myself to do it. How did I convince myself to do it? It would be an improvement. The difference between me doing this video and not doing it is profound. It's profound because the reason that I'm doing it is so I can say, I've got 2 more seminars in Sydney, and everybody that came to them said that they loved them. Of course they'd say that they'd love them. To me, anyway. Honestly, it's been great. The whole experience has been fantastic. Because this is, first of all, you're getting cheap tickets, regardless, because I usually charge more when I go to other cities because I have to pay for the plane ticket and everything. But also, it's because I'm testing the material on you, and the material has been great. And there has been a bunch of people that have come up to me after the show. This is nuts. They came up to me after the show from coming from the previous show before, thinking that they'd only come once. They bought the entire season after coming to one show. Tickets selling fast. Make sure you get them. They are always coming up afterwards and saying, I started implementing the things that I learned from the last one. I can already see my life changing. It is night and day. When you sit down and listen for an hour, you devote it in that environment, you are going to change your life. Your life is going to change for the better. It will. Trust me, it will. This is pathetic to me. This is cheaper than going out to see a band. This is cheaper than a meal. And this is going to change your life. You're stupid if you don't go. Anyway, improvement. I thought to myself, well, if I do this, will it be an improvement on my life? Yes or no? The simple answer is yes. Yes, it will. When I start breaking down monetarily the difference between me doing this video and not doing this video, it's a foregone conclusion. This is worth the 10 minutes of my time, even though I would love to quit right now. You can probably hear it in my voice. You can probably see it in my face. I am done for the day. I have worked to the bone. However, it would be an improvement to do it. That is the mindset that gets you ahead in life. It is the mindset of endlessly looking into your future and thinking, where can I impede? No, that's the wrong word. It's improve. That's the right one. Silly. It's improve. That is the most important lesson you can learn out of the entire genre. How can I improve? These are the people that you hear. Anybody that ever says be better in the comments, they're always telling other people to be better. It's another tell that they're a piece of crap, right? Be better. People that are into self-help do it themselves. You don't need to tell them. They're the ones that are improving. Those people aren't. Scum. Filth. You're getting ahead in life. You are getting ahead in life by thinking of ways that you can improve in every second. In every second. That is your go-to. The reason that Tony Robbins is so successful, the reason that he has $5 billion a year, you know what it is? It's because his primary guiding question, which we can do, that's why you need to sign up. In fact, we have done it behind the paywall at Jordan Shanks, so make sure that you get that for, I think that we're up to thousands of extra videos now. It'd have to be hundreds minimum. Hundreds of extra videos of the better stuff that is behind closed doors, so make sure that you get that. But the reason that he is worth $5 billion today is because his primary question that has been guiding him since he was a child, this was all by accident, but he figured it out. How can I make things better? How can I improve? He is thinking about that in every moment of his life. You could be doing the same. You could be doing the same. And so when you are stuck and you are able to zoom out of your life, because this is another big aspect of self-help, it is the ability to look at yourself as a sim character and think, oh, maybe it should go over there for a bit. Maybe it should go have some water. Maybe it should beat off. Whatever's going to improve, that's what you do. But you know intuitively when I say there's something that you could be doing right now that would improve your life. You know that for a fact. There is hundreds of things that you could be doing. But you know, if you sat down and thought about it for a second, you know that there would be five that you could pick from. And yet you aren't. Why not? Why not? I'll tell you why. Sometimes you feel like not improving. Let's be honest about this. A lot of the time in your life, you feel like doing the bad thing because you want to rebel against yourself. You are tired of having that thought in your mind. Oh yeah, no, I've got to do this, but I don't want to do this anymore. It's the child thing. Why do I have to clean my room? That is happening to your life. So you are not moving towards the thing that you know is going to improve. There is something in your mind that is saying, no, you can't make me. And why? Because you are making yourself the parent. Now, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. I'm glad that you are doing that. Many people don't. But there is always going to be that rebellion there. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. It is because they're not looking at it through the improvement mind frame. They're not looking at it. The way that I motivated myself to do this last video was to think about all the gains that I was going to get. I was thinking about the gains, lad. That's what most people don't do. They sit there and they tell in their own brain, no, it's time to go to bed. I don't want to go to bed. But just bear with me right now. This is the improvement mindset. Bear with me right now. Think you have to go to bed now. I don't want to. What about if you say to yourself, if you go to bed right now, you're going to wake up refreshed tomorrow. You're going to have a way better day. Everything about tomorrow is going to be better. It is going to improve. You are going to be more focused. You are going to be more productive. You're going to be sharper if you go to bed right now. Even me doing a really lazy, half-tired sell. Nighty-night. What's the bet you just went to bed then? Wuss. Even before you could go see my seminar. Well, you could retain more information as well, because that's what happens when you sleep. This is because I'm thinking about sleeping now. God, that sounds sweet. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's the improvement mindset. The improvement mindset is thinking about the thing that you can do right now that is going to improve your life and then convincing yourself it's going to be awesome when you do it. And it always is. I'm really happy that I did this last video. Of course I am. Because there was a weight of me not doing it. And that's why you move to your escape in life. You move to your escape in life because there is that weight. And you don't want to deal with the weight. You also don't want to do the thing that improved because you didn't have the right strategy of convincing yourself to do it. You were sitting there having a fight with your mind about having to improve. That's not what you should be doing. You should not be having a fight with your mind. You should be convincing your mind. You should be saying, there's all these perks of doing this thing. And then you will move on to do the improvement. That will change your life, as will coming to my show. So make sure that you get your tickets. We've only got 2 shows left, and they're mystery ones, but they're good. Trust me, they're good. Also sign up to the thing. I'm too tired. Too tired to shill. The Patreon.